Hey, it's been a pretty intense week for me. I experienced basically 10 years of emotional loops in just 1 week. Therefore, I just experienced different things from when I was a teenager. One of them was just binging on video games, and in allowing that process to happen, I remembered that I recorded myself exactly 10 years ago when I was 17, and I said the reason why I play video games is to disconnect my conscious mind, so to allow my subconscious mind to express the need that it has. And that was quite powerful for me, and I kind of ventured down that road of understanding how to better disconnect and tune into my subconscious. So disconnect my conscious mind and connect with my subconscious mind. And one of the things was that this week, my body was incredibly. There was a lot of discomfort and a lot of pain, physical pain. My neck was sticking out, my shoulders were very inflamed, my lower back incredibly painful, my hips very stiff, and that was coming from a place of fear. So my belly was very much swollen. I looked almost as if I was 3 months pregnant. So that was mad and incredibly painful. And that's because my fear was the fear of not being able to provide for myself, to support myself. And that's why it was affecting my hips, my lower back, and therefore the rest of my body. So I chose not to practice for an entire week, to do my self-practice, because I thought that is going to aggravate the emotion, because I'm pushing my body out of that comfort zone, so that I'm seeking so much. So I spent the entire week trying to find the ways to comfort myself, to bring down that discomfort. And after that week, I've done my self-practice this morning, and my flexibility is just as good as any other day. There is no pain in my body, except in my calves because I've been running. And I thought that's quite amazing how our emotions can affect our body so much on a daily basis, even if we practice quite regularly exercise, sport, or yoga. And another thing that I want to share with you that happened this morning is that while I was doing my self-practice, I was listening to a recording that I did for a podcast on triggers. And the two things that kind of stood out for me were that triggers are neither good or bad. It's just an emotional reaction that we have to an event that we want to express. It's a need that hasn't been fed, and we immediately, instinctively go to get it fed. The second one is, let me remember what was the second one. Do you know, I can't remember. I'll put the link to the podcast because I genuinely can't remember right now. Give me a second. Okay. So the second one was how to hold space for yourself. So I was basically saying, how do you heal or transmute emotions when you're completely lost within yourself, when it's so dark, so it's pitch black and you can't see where you're going. Like me for this week, I'm staring at the elephant in the room, and it's so big, this elephant, that I can't actually see where it starts and ends or what it is. It's so obvious that I can't see it, which is ironic. So what the advice that I heard and I received, and I was really happy to hear it, was observe the environment that you created around you. Because that environment, the external environment, is the reflection of the internal environment. So look at your friends, look at the network of people that you have, look at the physical environment in your home or around you, because that's the reflection of the space that's inside of you. All the work that you do outside is the reflection of the inside world. And that's what I play a lot with between macro and micro world, is the balance between the two. Everything is a reflection. Everything is a mirror of what's happening in here. We just need to be able to observe it. All right, peace.